before each biennial election of the Legislative Council of each state having such council, the President may also appoint after consultation with CECs. This liberty is taken away the moment somebody is fixated for 6 years period. Somebody can make a claim. He can be removed. It has happened to notification which has been taken away saying they remove the post.
Exactly what we were about to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Can you tomorrow undo the notifications of 93?
Yes, sir.
By which 2 posts of election commissioners were created, against which one was Mr. Gill was appointed and another was
yes, sir.
Can you today do that in law? In law, can you do that? You can remove, you can say, you don't need the election commissioners anyway, you go back to the old system.
Please,
of having one chief election
commissioner.
Please, you can do that in law.
In law, yes, Malas. And that has come, and I'm so grateful. That's where the judicial review comes in. My lords examined this position.
And did not accept it in the case of Dhanua.
Yes. And
see, in the case of Dhanua,
yes,
Dhanua came with the same complaint.
Yes, Dhanua came with
the same. Was working as chief secretary or
of a state, and my period has gone.
Service commission, and he came to this court complaining, I was here for less than 3 months.
Yes.
And because of the chief election commissioner, Perishastri.
Yes, Malas.
He had a problem with him, respond number 2.
Yes, Malas.
And then they were removed.
Yes.
The court went into it, and the court said that actually you are the problem. The election commissioners were the problem because they were having a constant rift with the chief election commissioner and throw their petition.
Well, it's like a cricket team.
So subsequently, when Sheshan took over in December 1990,
yes,
the midst of his term, you bring in this two
more.
So thereafter, this has come to stay.
Yes, Malas.
Now we have election commissioners as a multi-member team.
Member body.
But even that can be undone by you in law because it's not part of the constitution.
Yes, it's correct. The President can issue a notification.
Yes, and they're removing the posts.
Yes.
You can remove the posts.
Well, that's where the difference between the appointment of judges and appointment of election commissioners, because that can be tested, and as a matter of fact has been tested. Finally, whatever, well, my Lord said it's a man of character ultimately we are looking for. The appointment process can take a person to a position of CEC or EC. How their interplay role between the parties, that the appointment process is not good to. We get the best batsmen in the team. 2 best batsmen fighting each other because somebody wants to open the inning and somebody wants to get to the second down. They'll fight because they're equally powerful in the team structure. So therefore, they'll always fight. That's a test of a human aspect, that who has got what kind of a qualities in that. But that has nothing to do so far as the appointment process is concerned. Appointment process, we were briefed, Maharaj, and we were discussing with the Learned Attorney General whether the existing structure, the manner in which the elections commission, the elections are being conducted by this body, how much role of manipulation is there? How much role? And that's the reason why this has not happened, Maharaj. We can see government after government which have been coming and going, and in fact, after these the electronic voting machines which have come, it would have been the easiest way to manipulate. If somebody would, zero complaint, nobody, not even the opposition parties, losers have ever complained, barring certain instances which have been there. But the system, I've been told, the system is of such magnitude that it doesn't allow somebody to be partisan to an extent to say that it's going to change the formation or going to affect the electoral voting to be compromised in some sense. The whole mechanism doesn't permit that somebody can go rogue. The system, and that's why we are talking of a independence of the institution, and we are not talking independence of the individual. The individual appointment.
Supposing the election commissioner is asked to take on none less than the Prime Minister himself.
Please.
Giving an example.
Yes.
Just an example.
We are testing this.
Hypothetical example. Supposing the election commissioner sort of, is so weak-kneed.
Yes,
that he says, okay, I carries with it, he doesn't get around to doing it. Will it not be a case of complete breakdown of the system then? It's just giving an example.
Yes, honestly.
The reason being that he is a man who's supposed to be completely insulated.
Yes.
And when you talked about character,
yes,
character consists of various components.
Various components.
Like integrity,
yes,
honesty. But one particular characteristic required is independence.
Well, certainly, yes.
Independence is, like you said, we don't care. One of your election commissioners, in fact, resigned.
Yes.
You don't want to go there.
Yes, Police.
So These are the aspects which perhaps the participation of a larger body,
Yes.
instead of the cabinet, which always, as we know, it's only self-serving because it's natural.
Yes.
They would like to perpetuate themselves in power. Any party.
Please
I'm
no.
not saying all
Yes.
parties will have that.
Yes,
Once
all
they-
parties, irrespective.
Irrespective of the political color.
Yes.
That is why from 1990, committee after committee after committee keeps reporting. There is a dire need for change. Political parties, leaders keep shouting from the rooftops. But on the ground, nothing will happen.
What kind of a mechanism you can put in place?
Please, Manoj.
People are not going to question mark.
Please, Manoj.
You say, no, we have a council of ministers, they advise the president, appointments are made.
Please, Manoj.
Everything goes inside.
Please, Manoj.
Now, we put to you also the same proposition. Show us what mechanism you adopted
Please, Manoj.
in making the appointment day before 2 days before.
Please, Manoj.
What is your mechanism of appointment?
Follow the.
If somebody asks to ask, you say it's all right, somebody can question it, will come forward.
Please, Manoj.
Why should we grant you that liberty? Why can't we take a call? Yesterday we put to you. Have you brought any mechanism? Have you brought any mechanism in place in reference to which the appointment 2 days before have been made? Show us.
Right.
Or the same council of ministers and the president and goes on.
Manoj, I'll answer, but the attorney and.
No, you are here.
Manoj, I'll certainly, but since the instructors were there on this specific aspect.
Apart from instruction, are we saying that there is an underlying unease about the accountability of the Council of Ministers and the Cabinet?
We are not.
Yes, therefore, if
We
the
are not.
underlying,
Sorry, you don't understand this. We are not.
I just
We
want
just want to know from you.
yes,
We just want to know from our satisfaction.
yes.
Let us know the mechanism you adopted.
I've told you, it's on the basis of a certain convention. There is a panel prepared, there's a DO to prepare. I've said so in my notes.
Which
Therefore,
notes?
there is a procedure which is being followed.
Mr.
Right.
Attorney,
Therefore, there is
ask you,
one more aspect I want to make.
Mr. Attorney, when the matter was taken up, Mr. Prashad made a mention.
Accusations can come from anywhere.
We are not saying accusation. Don't take it up.
Are we following?
Yesterday we put this
Following
question to you.
established procedure, or is there a departure? from procedure?
Attorney, we put a question to you.
Yes.
And our request. For our satisfaction,
Your Lordship.
show us the mechanism you adopted in making appointment 2 days before.